We're going 30 already. There. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the GoldGuy YouTube channel, and welcome back to another e-bike review. This is the TST R002 e-bike, and I'm super excited to open this thing up because today is actually my birthday, November 8th. I am 27 years old, and I'm viewing this as a birthday present. So thank you, TST, for the birthday present. Here we go. It is very well packaged with a lot of styrofoam. And we've got a goodie box, the front wheel and the front fender. Got another goodie box. And now we just got to get all the foam off this thing. Alright, there's the bike all unboxed. Now we just have some assembly to do. Hey, let's see what's in goodie box number 1. Goodie box number 2. Here we have user manual. We have the charger, 54.6 volts at 2 amps, so just an average charger, not a fast charger or anything. Then we've got some extra hardware, spare hardware. We've got the pedals. These are nice metal pedals. And here we have the derailleur guard. We've got a little toolkit. And we have the kickstand. Hey, let's take a look in the user manual here, see what we've got. Geez, a lot of precautions. Here are the specs. It's R002, 450 pound max load capacity. That is pretty high, actually. Up to 28 miles per hour on throttle, 750 watt motor. I could have sworn it's 1500, maybe it's 1500 peak wattage. 48 volt, 15 amp hour battery, 25 mile average range, 20x4 tires. Here's the display and what everything means. Bluetooth, I guess it has a Bluetooth mode. I'm gonna have to look into that. Let's see, toolkit. We've got several different Allen wrenches, screwdrivers, and box end wrench. And it just goes behind this bracket like that. And we tighten up the bolts. And next we're going to install the front wheel. Install the axle into the front wheel. And now we can go ahead and put all these washers back on. It starts with that spacer, then this flat washer, and then the tab washer with the tab facing in. And now we can go ahead and get it on the bike with a disc brake on the left side. But first we got to remove this plastic tab from the brake caliper. And we can pop that kickstand down. And now we just need to tighten up the axle nuts. They're 15 millimeter. Next up, let's install the handlebars. First, we need to remove all these bolts holding on the front locking plate. That looks good. Let's go ahead and tighten up this front plate. Now we need to correctly set the angle of the handlebars. Make sure they're nice and straight with the wheel. First, to tighten up this top bolt. There's one on the right side, one on the left. I noticed that this triple tree clamp here is loose. There's just 2 Allen bolts through that little hole there. We gotta tighten those up. Next, we're going to install this tail section here. First, we need to pull out the bolts. And now the tail section, it goes with the angle facing down. So the big washer goes on first, and then you put the bolt through. And then this little lock washer. Then the nut. Next, we're going to connect the wire for the tail light. Plug those in together. You can just tuck that into the frame. And any excess that's left, we can just zip tie to the frame somewhere. And the nuts and washers are already on the seat. We'll use that little wrench they included to remove those. All the nuts and washers have been removed. Let's drop those down and then install the seat. And then we just need to replace those nuts and washers and the seat's on. Next up, let's install the pedals. Right side goes on the right, obviously. First, let's pull off that plastic protection and then just install the pedal. And this one is righty-tighty. Using the 15mm wrench, let's tighten it up. And this side is lefty-tighty. That's so that you don't accidentally unscrew the pedal while you're pedaling. This is the derailleur. It's a thing that changes the gears, and this is the derailleur guard. Let's install this. This keeps the derailleur intact even if you run into some trees and rocks and stuff. Then this derailleur guard just slides on right behind the axle nut like that. And we can simply tighten it back up. Okay, next let's install the headlight. First the bolt and washer, then the rubber pad. Then we can install the headlight. Just go ahead and hand tighten in the bolts into the headlight bucket. So we're going to tighten up the bolts holding the bracket to the fork tube. These bolts, I don't want to get them too tight, but I still want to be able to adjust the angle of the headlight a little bit. Then we just need to plug the headlight into the main harness up here. And then with this excess wire, we can just bundle it in. These are the keys to remove the battery. There we go. So the last thing to do is install the front fender. It just goes in like this. Bolt goes through this tab into the threaded post. And we do the same exact thing on the other side. Plugging it in, plugging it in. All right, the bike's charging up. Tomorrow, we'll see what this thing can do. It's the next day and the battery is fully charged. So let's unplug it and let's take it on a test ride. Alright guys, let's go take this thing on its first test ride. Alright guys, I'm here at the park. As you can see, I picked up a ladder from a family member. They were getting rid of it. And I've got the bike. I'm going to have to unload it from the side here. It's kind of sketchy, but oh, it feels pretty good. I can already tell the front end is super light. I can wheelie it just by pedaling. I haven't even turned the motor on yet. So I know that this thing is going to be a wheelie machine. Wow. All right, let's get a helmet on and go on a proper test ride. Okay guys, helmet's on. Let's go on a test ride. We first got to turn on the battery on switch. It is off when you first get the bike. And then we hold in this power button, pretty standard for all e-bikes. Let's go ahead and start it out in pedal assist 1 and see how the motor feels. Right away, we got some good power right off the bat. Some decent takeoff power. We have a thumb throttle on the left side, which to be honest, I don't love. I'd rather have a twist throttle on the right, like a normal motorcycle, but we can easily swap that out. Let's go ahead up to pedal assist 2 and see how that feels. Okay. It allows us to get more top speed for sure. And the brakes feel really good. This bike has hydraulic disc brakes front and rear, and they feel super good. There we go. We're kind of getting the hang of it. Yeah, I mean, honestly, my first impressions are pretty dang good of this bike. For the price point, you get what you get with like $1,000 to $1,500 e-bikes, and this is only $699 right now. So super good deal. That's what you pay for used e-bikes usually, and this is brand new, and I'm really liking it so far. The brakes are really good. Front suspension's pretty decent. One thing I am noticing is that this back spring here is super stiff. Look at that. It barely has any give. If there's one thing I would change on this bike, it would maybe be to put a softer spring on the rear suspension. And it is all the way adjusted, as soft as it gets. Pretty comfy ride. Pretty comfy ride, even with that stiff back suspension. It feels pretty soft overall. Let's go over this little stump. Oh yeah, went right over that one. Easy. We got a little drop here. Woo. Alright guys, it's a few days later. I've got the bike fully charged up again, so let's unplug that. And I figured out how to unlock the top speed. So this is what we're going to do. Hold in the front brake, and then push in the plus and minus button and the power button all at the same time. Kind of a lot to do at once, but it is possible. And then it starts up with this line flashing. That's important. Now what we're going to do is hold the plus and minus button in, and the headlight button changes it to P2. I think P3 is the one we want. Change the bottom number from 0 to 1. Alright, now let's try that. Alright, we're out on the open roads. Let's see how fast we can get this thing to go with the top speed unlocked. I can actually feel it's definitely faster. The motor's not cutting out now. We're at 28 miles per hour. I think that's honestly as high as this speedometer goes. I'm pretty sure we hit at least 30 there down that big hill. Alright, so now that we've got the top speed unlocked, which is super nice, we can just ring it all the way out, 28, and it's still going. I mean, the throttle is still going. It's much nicer now. So let's take it on a little rip and have some fun. A water crossing on this thing. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's pretty deep there. Just did that no problem on these slippery wet rocks. Wow. It feels so much faster now with pedal assist with the top speed unlocked. It's just pretty strong e-bike in the top end now. It's pretty dang quick. And I had a ton of fun on this thing. For the price, guys, you just can't beat it. I have done a ton of these e-bike reviews, and this is definitely one of the cheapest e-bikes I've reviewed price-wise. Dual suspension, nice knobby tires, very comfortable seat. The range isn't the best. The motor is very capable and powerful. Just a nice looking bike overall. I definitely would recommend it. Also has the dual hydraulic disc brakes, which you cannot beat those. The brakes are really good on this bike. Pedals nice and easily. It's got the Shimano derailleur and the cassette. You just can't beat that, guys. So I definitely recommend you guys pick this up. They're doing a crazy sale on this bike right now, so check the link in the description. And yeah, that's all I've got to say, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.